Okay, I went ahead and I ripped up all of my watermelons for the season, and I'm getting ready to replant in July, beginning of July. So, I had a really good watermelon season, got a lot of good watermelons, didn't have any problems with them, didn't have any bursting open because I water and fertilize properly. But this is what I'm gonna do right here. First off, I got my seeds right here. Crimson Sweet and Golden Gold. And basically, these seeds right here, and I got more inside, I took out of my watermelons. And these seeds are what I bought. Can you tell the difference? I can't. So what I'm gonna do, I'm keeping them in here. It's a little misting out right now. We got that hurricane, tropical depression that's going up the west coast. And we're supposed to get a lot of rain and a lot of wind, and as you can tell, everything's all wet. We had rain last night, so I'm trying to keep everything dry. So here's my irrigation, right here. Right here is 2 gallon and 2 gallon. So that's 4 gallon an hour. I do an hour and a half, and that's gonna be 6 gallons going to the plant. I put one on each side so it drips here and here on each side of the root. You don't want to drip them on the root, on the stem, because it'll create root rot possibly. So it's best to kind of split them up like that. Now, okay, besides clipping these off, what I'm going to do is I got my Cobra here. I'm going to go ahead and grab the root. Here, this is the one that gave me all the watermelons. I'm going to put it to the side. Clean up the area a little bit. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to take my auger right here. Okay, all that did was loosen and fluffen everything up, because I don't want to disturb all the mulch area, so I don't want to use a tiller in here. Just going ahead and level it out, pat it down a little bit. Okay, that looks nice. So what I'm going to do now I'm just going to put my finger down right here. And I'm going to put my finger down right here. That's it. Now I'm going to take the golden gold. I'm going to take a seed that I took out of my watermelon. I'm going to put it on the right. And I'm going to take a seed from the pack that I bought, right here. And I'm going to put it on the left. I'm just going to take my finger and put a little bit of dirt over that. A little bit of dirt over that. Put the drip irrigation back. And now I'm going to mark it. Graphite pen, because the writing don't come off, and a marker. Mark it golden gold, and I'm just going to stick it in right here. You can put it in the ground if you want, but there you go. That's it. I went ahead and cleaned up the area, planted my seeds. I got the drip here. I'm going to make sure the drip is working once I'm done with all these. So now I'm going to do golden gold. I'm going to do crimson. I got some other varieties like strawberry coming in. I'm going to do it down that way. Before this video, I just want to show you. I ripped up the old, cleaned up the area, put in a seed from the watermelons that I harvested this year, and a seed from the packet. Let's see what seeds grow, if not both of them. Anyways, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them over here. I just want to show you what I'm up to. Okay, I went ahead and finished half of my watermelon beds, and I prepped them, and I'm going to have a neighbor's daughter coming over in a little bit, and she's going to stick her finger down, and we're going to let her plant the seeds. She'll get a kick out of that. But for right now, I'm going to show you what my prep work looked like on half of the beds, and then show you before I even got to it what it looks like. Okay, so these are prepped. You can see going down the line. I still got to put the seeds in, and I still got to put the irrigation on both and make sure it's working proper, and then label. But if she comes over, I'm going to have her do that. I left this sugar baby in because there's one on the vine. Okay, so that's what it looks like. After she comes over and we put the seeds in the ground and label everything, then I got to come back and put a little bit of mulch around, not over the seed, but around it. And then when they start coming up, I'll have it fertilized, I'll have irrigation going, and hopefully before the first frost, I'll have some nice watermelons to harvest. So for right now, I'm going down to this other area, and I'm going to prep it. Okay, I'm in the other area, and I got a bunch of red cardinals in here right now. they're enjoying the bugs that are around. But this is what it looks like before I start prepping. I ripped out the watermelons, and I have a little bit of grass that grown in that I couldn't get to, and so I got to go ahead and pull this out. I still got a couple watermelons on the vine, so I'm not going to disturb that, but these other ones over here, I'm going to go ahead and prep those. I'll go ahead and leave this one because I have a watermelon on the vine, and then I'll leave those two down the end. So with that said, let me get going. Oh, and let me go ahead and show you how I pull out all these weeds. Watch this. Okay, I showed you this little tool here before. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I pull out the grass or the weeds that grew in. As I ripped out the watermelon vines, this is what's left over. Watch how easy they come out. Okay, that was a little hard because I didn't want to disturb the watermelon. So let's go over here. Okay, using the tool, here we go. There's ants all over that one. Big ant mountain right there. Okay, so you get the point. This tool here gets under the root, pulls them out, fairly easy, a little bit of work. And that's how I prep it before I go ahead and start prepping the ground, because I don't want to leave those the weeds in the grass to spread. So nice little tool. Okay, I went ahead and got the seeds planted. My neighbor's little girl couldn't come over. She's not feeling good right now. The husband's not feeling good, so they didn't want me to get anything, and I don't want to get anything. So, but hey, I just turned on my drip irrigation. I still have to modify it a little bit. This is one drip, but I need to put 2-gallon heads on that. Now notice over here, I got a drip head and a drip head. They're both red. They're both 2 gallons, so that's 4 gallons an hour. I do an hour and a half, that's 6 gallons. And it drips out just like that. Then I go around and make sure that they're all dripping properly like that. So I got them all set up. Make sure they're dripping properly. Make sure they're getting 6 gallons in an hour and a half. That's 4 gallons an hour. And I'm gonna have to start fertilizing like I do with the regular garden twice a week. And then I'll go ahead and add the calcium and add fertilizer through the liquid fertilizer through the drip system, and pelletized time released over the beds as they start sprouting. So anyway, okay, that completes a wrap up on this. It's as easy as that. Go ahead and clean out the hole, fluff it up, put the seeds in, make sure your irrigation's going, make sure you fertilize them, and before long you should have some vines, and before long you should have some crop. I'm hoping to have my crop before the first frost, which I should. We don't really have a frost until February, so I think I'm really good. Anyways, okay, trying to squeeze a second crop of watermelon. Hope you enjoyed. Later.